I've been seeing a lot of news clips about, government officials being arrested, TSA agents being arrested. And of course, we know people in political power, just in different spaces in our lives. But then the flip side is that is you also have friends betraying friends, people outing each other on social media, husbands betraying wives, etc. And so what comes to mind for me is the word trust. So my question to you is, with knowing all of that, how do you know who to trust?
Man, you don't know who to trust. You know, nobody's perfect. You're looking for a perfect person. You might find one or two in your life, and they might be perfect to you, might be shitty to somebody else. So you can't live your life and feel like that. You gotta think about it. You have a child, which some people, for the most part, prized possession, or I guess call them possessions or whatever. But you gotta let somebody babysit them while you go to work. So you go get the nannies. Of course, you look on the news. You want to find some bad stories about nannies mistreating kids or daycares mistreating kids, you can find them. If you look, you ain't gotta look hard. But you still get up and take your kid to a daycare because you're doing the best you can with the information that you have. That's the same thing about friends. You know that you've done, if you can say that you've done all you're supposed to do towards that person and for that person and being a good friend to that person, you have an expectation that they're going to be the same to you. And I think that that's where the fatal flaw is in all of trust, is expectation. You have to trust people to be who they're going to be. Not expecting people to be something that they're not because of who you are or what you've done. This is when people get disappointed. It's like, that's why you don't do things with and for people for a certain reaction. You do it because you want to do it, because you're expecting them to be something. And if a lot of times you don't even tell people this expectation, you're just expecting them to be something, and they're not meeting your expectations, so it can never be right. And to some people, you're never going to be good enough for, and so they're never going to trust you, even if you haven't done anything to give them any reasons not to trust you, because they have a level of expectation. So expectation is probably the hardest thing that people deal with when it's come to gauging trust. You can't make people do certain things. You don't know what make people snap. You don't know what make people do the things that they do. You just have to be as careful as you possibly can. Check all the boxes you can check, and just pray that the humanity in the people that you deal with, the people you're around, is running on high and high enough that they won't do anything wrong to you or do anything that's going to actually hurt you or put you and your family in a bad position. But there's nothing you can do outside of that.